trust no one.
If you had that happen before too, they're literally the best. When you get like a big, juicy, slimy booger, and to really top it off, some blood, chef's kiss. What's up, YouTube? What's going on, guys? It's Air Bear Don't Care coming in with another episode of the What If Ghost of Tabor Had series. We took a slight break, been a little busy, so we're trying to get right back into it, and I'm gonna try to do something a little different. I know the first two that I did were both very similar in map, something unique within the map, and then a boss and some like little loot items and stuff. So I want to talk about just a few different things that I think Tabor should have in it. Features, there's a game mode I want to talk about, and then some items. Let's get into it. Very first thing, as you can see, there's just two pictures, or a picture of two people, sorry, with some loot on. This is just a reference to scavs or Fenixes. I'm gonna say scavs a lot because I play Tarkov a lot. So the Fenixes are very bare bones. You get, if you're lucky, an M4 off of one, and then that's it. Every single scav doesn't need to have everything you can ever need on their body when you kill them, but just like in Escape from Tarkov and the scavs, the Fenixes should be able to have randomized loot. Not just one will have a pistol, one will have maybe a Mat 49, one will have a Glock if you're lucky, and not the Makarov, and if you're really lucky you get an M4 or maybe an M16 or something. The weapon choice isn't the worst. I don't think that's the problem, but I think if that's all that they have to offer, if some of it even had like very bare bones, the level 0 chest rig that you can just put attachments on, or modules on, so you can hold ammo. But I would say that there's a chance for level 1 armor and possibly like level 2, but that would be a very that'd be a rare instance. I would assume like if you killed one that had the M4, he'd have that too, so it'd be a little bit harder to kill. You get a little bit more of a reward for it. And then backpacks. I think not every single one of them, just like in Escape from Tarkov with their scavs, but I don't think every Fenix should have one. But the chance to drop a sling, and then even less of a chance to drop just your basic adventure backpack. I think that would really help a lot of people, like including myself, that I can run raids where I just pretty much lose everything and I don't have anything generating money, and you can't do a scav run yet, so you're kind of lost, and you either just do naked runs and die even more until you finally get lucky and get something, and then that's it. But I feel like this would help, and it doesn't have to be so common where everyone, doesn't matter if you have a backpack or not because you're just going to get one. I think it should be balanced enough to where it's like I have a chance to loot up a little bit, but not every time I go in there I'm going to be decked out with gear, because I think that would defeat the purpose of looting and trying to find rare stuff. So on to the next one. These are poorly generated photos for the NRS system, and the OG NRS is perfect. I'm not trying to change that thing, or I'm not trying to change anything, honestly. These are just ideas. I don't have the power to change, but just some ideas I had for the NRSs in general. You got your standard one, which is all good and well. You put it in, you got to hold it now, and then it, it'll boom, 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 certain amount of health, and then you're good to go. A couple of different ideas I had. Well, it's obviously you got the standard, then you've got the quick NRS, so you just put it in, boom, and it instantly heals. But it's a lot smaller amount. So if you carry 2 or 3 of them, you can boom, 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 and heal up. But if you're in the middle of a fight and you just need a quick boost just to give you a little something, boom, you gotta hurry up. Oh, he's still not here. Boom, you can use another, rather than trying to play the game just like, is he coming? Is he coming or not? So I think that would be one good one. And then I had another one that same thing. It's kind of instant, but it's almost like a Propital in Escape from Tarkov. So you just put it in, and then over time it'll just keep building itself up until it gets to a certain point. But it's a slow burn. So it's, if you're in the middle of a fight, it'll help a little bit, but it's not going to help you in the long run. But if you just pop it and you just kind of go, and you're done with the fight, or you're just you're in some good cover or whatever it is, or I would say mainly if you're done with a fight and you're just going in to loot something, like you're going into a building, you just boom. It's quick, and the use is instant, but the time builds up, or it takes time to build up over a longer period of time than the standard NRS and obviously the quick one. But you get more health out of it. It just takes a lot longer. And that was pretty much it. I even thought about like a really, really rare NRS that's like just a beefcake. You just boom, and maybe not hold it as long, as I think having an instant quick one might be a little too OP, but maybe like boom, 1, 2, and then it drops and it heals your, like, from, if you had 0 health, it'd heal it all the way up. But it'd be like so rare, like even more rare than the standard NRS is now. And then a couple different shots for maybe just the one, I would say, for energy shots. Boom, you just put it in, and maybe it takes a little bit of your thirst away, like the morphine and stuff, like a painkiller essentially. But that's, I feel like that would just kind of help give different ideas for different tactics. And if you're in the middle of a fight, you use this. If you're finished fighting, you use this. Or if you got some time, you can pop out a standard. So it's just all based on what you need to get done at that time. We can go to the next one. This is probably, you're looking at this like, what is this terribly AI generated? I can't draw, okay? I'm working with what I got, man. This is going to be more of a task based item. They used to have it, at least with the I don't even know what the chick's name is, the nurse that's in the game, because I literally, I get an NRS every day, and at another net I probably don't. Like, if I die too many times, I just stop playing or just don't run an NRS, because I can't afford it yet. So but sorry if you see me itching too, I got destroyed by some skeeters. Anyways, I know that that trader had a turn-in quest. We gotta go find NRSs and turn them in. And that's, I thought that wasn't a bad idea. It's kind of hard to justify that one a little bit though, because it is kind of hard to get medical items. I think back then though it was a lot easier, because every one of them had an NRS. There wasn't even a bleed system or nothing like that. But back to the task part, I feel like the tasks that we currently have, they're not bad, but I feel like they're every one of them is one-dimensional. Go in here and kill, or just extract, from what I see most of the time. Oh, get 5 kills within, or 15 kills within 5 raids. Get 15, was it 25 or 15? I think it's 25 scav kills within 5 raids. And those aren't bad, obviously, and they're perfect for what they are. But I feel like it would be more helpful to say, oh, go into missile silo and go into Kurtek's lair or office or whatever you want to call it, where he spawns at, and I need his case, steal his case from me and get it out. Boom, you go in there, forces you to go to missile silo, which people don't have a problem going there anyways. That's kind of a bad example, but you go in there, take the case, boom, get out. Then you turn it in. So it kind of then you can have it for not just cases, like, oh, I need 3 junk, I need 3 junk items, spark plugs, some thing and nails, whatever it could be, bring those out. It makes those items a little bit more useful rather than just selling them. And most of that stuff like that is low level, so it doesn't really, you don't make a whole bunch of money, so people are just leaving that stuff in there. I think they said something about a crafting system way down the line, so that stuff will become more and more useful as we go on, and that's fine. I think that's awesome. I think the crafting would be sweet. There's already a little bit of crafting, you know, with NRSs and stuff like that, but I just think a huge overhaul for the task would make the game so much more immersive, but it would make it just more investing, and I would want to spend more time on it. Essentially, like, you just go in there and you get some kills, it's fun, and then like after a while you kind of like, man, I'm just going in here trying to make money and do this. Like, I don't have an actual objective besides just going in and getting kills again. So I would say that's a big one. Let's move on to the next. Now you're looking at this, it's like, what is, I thought you weren't going to the old formula with the map. This is a map, but it's not a map. You know, I don't have an actual idea for a map, but this is going on to the game mode that I was talking about. I know they talked about scav runs are coming, all fine and well, it's a good thing, but that also goes back to where if you're a scav and you just spawn on with a pistol, or maybe if you're lucky an M4, it makes it a little bit harder to want to do a scav run. If you don't start in with some basic loot, that's okay, I just need a you know, a level 1 armor vest, or you know, or I just need a backpack, and you spawn in, oh, I got a sling, okay, so I just need to make sure I get out with my sling, that's what I need. That's all fine when they put that in, but I just hope that's what they put. You know, if they're going to put a scav run, then they should have that. But this is a game mode where it's similar to the scav run in terms of you don't risk anything, but it's a different way to do it, and it's a random generated, and I think it would be the same for each person. So like, it's a 1v1 essentially, and they both get randomly generated weapons, but they're the same, so whatever you have they have too, so it's not unfair. Like, it'd be messed up if you go in with something ridiculous and then someone else has a little Makarov. So it's the same exact stuff, but whoever wins that fight gets to keep theirs, take it to their hideout, boom, now you got a loadout. And it could be, you know, it's the same thing as a scav run. You could have some actually decent loot, or you could have something that's kind of mediocre, or you could have pretty much next to nothing. But I think that would really add a dimension to the game, and then it wouldn't take over. You couldn't just keep going in and just getting a bunch of loot. It would be like a once a day or whatever they would have to do to make it balanced. And then this is essentially the same thing. It's just kind of a different look. Like, I'm picturing like inside like a CQB training facility, almost like the tutorial in a way, but it's more like CQ, like you're not shooting at targets, obviously. It's just kind of like you start on one end, you start on the other. Whoever wins the fight, they get to keep that gear. And who knows, even like possibly like they get to keep their gear and the person that died. But I think that would be a huge dimension to the game that's added along with scav runs. And like I said, it's not I'm just gonna run 15 raids and get absolutely geared up. No, it's gonna be, you get 1, 2, or like the scav runs on Tarkov, it's like 20 minutes when you first start off, pretty much. Like, you got 20 minutes before you can do another scav run. So I think that would be a huge dimension to the game. I'm gonna repeat that 15 more times, just kidding. But honestly, that's all I really got for this one. I'm probably gonna go back to the map formula on the next one. I'm gonna try to get back to my regular schedule. I'm gonna try to upload this one. Hopefully by the time you guys see it, it'll be Monday. So I'll try to get edited and all that. We'll try to get back on the Friday schedule, and we're gonna try to get some more Tabor streams in. I have to figure out how I'm gonna do it, because it was kind of buggy when I was playing down here, but I get to use my green screen and all that fun stuff. So I mean, the raids just might have to be just the gameplay, which being VR, it's a little bit easier to do that. Anyways, appreciate you guys stopping by. Let me know in the comments what you guys have for ideas for this game, because this is one of the games I really want to see continue to thrive. So once again, I'm Air Bear Don't Care. We'll catch you in the next one. Go Raiders. I already said that. Why did you put that on the prop? Can't believe you guys. What do I pay you for? I know I don't pay you. Shut up.